and it's not about to stop as the Pittsburgh Steeltoes line up for their final home game. None more important than this one against the headliners, both fighting for that road to the championship.
All smiles for Sam Walsh. They got them here with that 24-21 win against the locals. The Pittsburgh Steeltoes, 33 points to 5. They beat the Texas side. Misha Shoren and Ben Pinkelman in picture there were fabulous. As you see, the headliners take the field. So from Memphis, Tennessee, coached by Jason Kelly, Steve Laporta. Plenty of threats across the park for the headliners. These two sides finished 3rd and 4th respectively in Austin in the Eastern Conference kickoff, and that's the nature of this game. We keep saying it, anything can happen.
Absolutely. As we have a look here at the lineup, Chevalier was sneaky around those rucks. Aoake, huge physical presence, huge physical team as you see them mentally preparing with their breathwork. And bottom middle of your screen there's Kitiona, who's also just been causing all sorts of damage. So the headliners have a pretty impressive, spectacular, entertaining lineup as we wait for the home side to run out.
Here comes the Steeltoes. So many great performers on their side, making history. First professional rugby team in the Steel Town.
And Pittsburgh have their superheroes as well. Number 2, Ben Pinkelman, cannot go past the aggression of that man as they too get their mental clarity with their breath work, focusing in. Aoake, Raymond, number 8 was impressive as well. The couple that we've picked out, it's actually the 2 captains of these teams. Their leadership, physicality, skill, just of another world today, and these 2 teams have really turned it around since the last conference. That's why all the drama is right here in this game. The loser is out completely. You're cut, you're gone home. The winner is through to the championship finals. So keep an eye out for Ben Pinkelman and Sam Walsh.
PR7s creating the drama. You normally don't need it in the game of sevens, but they add a bit of spice to it. Playing for a chance to go to DC. It's the men's final of the Eastern Conference Finals here at Highmark Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Southern headliners with Sam Walsh to kick off. And a beautiful evening here in Western Pennsylvania. Hager gets lifted, Kitiona comes on, Jinkins on the far side. There's no whistle, there'll be a try. Kenny Jinkins, straight off the kickoff, he's in.
Jinkins, game 1 was impressive, but that start was even more so. His reaction, playing to the referee. He didn't stop. We know he's fast. We saw him sprinting away in game 1. So rightly so, he kicks us off here with his first 5-pointer of the Eastern Conference Grand Finals. It's the man who scored the game-winning try, who'll convert it, turning the 5-pointer into a 7. And this man right here, as we see here, Walsh's kick is so high and accurate, it just causes all sorts of confusions for that pod. Pittsburgh unable to bring it in, and Jinkins is just waiting there, lurking, as you see him just getting the goods, sprinting away from the defenders. And that's headliner 7-0.
He's electric to watch. Kenny Jinkins works with adult autism, also with Yuska's. Hager takes it for Pittsburgh Steeltoes, who trail by 7. Pinkelman. There's Aoake Raymond at a short angle. They just look to bosh it up with the first phase ball. Down to the line they go. Wormer links up on that far side. Campbell Johnstone is there. And the big frame with David Hightower. Public Relations English major for Rider University. Pinkelman goes down, gets a couple of big fends. The captain on captain. Walsh brings down Ben Pinkelman. Man from Colorado, from the woods. He has no home, he just lives in the wild. As Raymond goes on the outside, Aoake Raymond. Oh, what a great switch! The Nigerian halfback finds Hager. Ball over the top. Still there. Hightower's coming to claim it for the Steeltoes. He gets a fan going. Bosch is well up the way. Chevalier took a detour, did Chevy. The ball splits free. How could that be? Nelson says, I'll take it. Here come the Southern headliners. Michael Nelson throws it down to Kitiona by the New Zealand Flyer. Bashes in a couple. And he finds Will Chevalier, who slides in. The Southern headliners have their second try.
I had to follow up.
Nelson almost couldn't believe it. It just popped out of here.
Pinky, that one I
Google Maps told the ball to reroute, and it's found its way out into Nelson's hand, and Chevalier just takes a hot minute to get up. Headliners will not want that man to be going off.
Use it, 15.
Nothing some water won't fix, he says. And it's Walsh with 10 seconds left to take this conversion. You only get 30 seconds to do just about anything in sevens. But he hits the sweet spot right down the middle, and it's 14-0. Let's take it back a little bit for this replay to fully understand what happened. Hightower was hot on the attack. There's the reroute of the ball. Nelson pops up. He cannot believe it. He tries his best to get the ball to Vi. Vi picks up a bounce ball. There are 3 Pittsburgh Steeltoes there that he somehow finds a way through. Gives it to Chevalier to set up a better option for the kick. And 14-0 is where we found ourselves.
Perfect start here for the headliners to get it back. Aoake flicks it. It's a big kick to get them the pill. Assembled by Biutu. Depperschmidt goes into the contact. 3 to go in the first half. Tomas Aoake. Nelson, yet again, looking for a switch. Jinkins comes up. Pinkelman with a pitch. That's what he's known for, is Ben Pinkelman, the breakdown specialist. As Nicholas Smith gets it away. Hager now for some room to exploit for this Pittsburgh Steeltoes side. So impressive, beating the Texas team 33-5, but they're up against it here.
Ref there deeming that the headliners player was over that and had all rights to the ball before it turned into a ruck. And headliners here just choosing to slow the game down, call a scrum. Sometimes we would see them just quick tap to try and speed up the game, but because they're out in front by a couple of tries, they want to wind this clock down. There's still another whole half to go, and they know that.
Coach!
Chevalier stayed out there so he can feed the set piece.
Set!
Yeah, he's key to their ingredients is Will Chevalier. Play for the North American Lions and USA Under-23s as well. US Eagles in the series.
Hooker. Scrum. Sorry.
Short arm. You can do it. You can free kick, tap and go,
Hooker,
or you can recall a scrum.
Until the ball's up.
She's called an early release. The scrums have been fascinating as PR7s, I must say, as a rugby player.
Bind.
Hotly contested, turnovers galore.
They generally get the ball back. Meanwhile, there's been a lot of tight hairs. Chevalier does keep it alive. Whipping it across to Aoake with a wonderful left-footed step. Tomas Aoake. Jinkins. He's got a lot of speed. It's Kenny Jinkins. Oh, he's like Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible. He's in again.
Never say die attitude, absolutely. And the headline is just in complete control. Jinkins is just, he's come here to eat today. All these tries up. There's Walsh.
15 seconds.
Grabs a quick hydration specialist before he goes for this kick. But the Steeltoes just starved the possession and not being allowed to get into this game. So conversion goes astray, and Jinkins has a little breather. Aoake with a huge whack off his left foot, as we saw him do in game 1. And Jinkins just catches the napping on that blind side. No pillar in sight, and every Sevens player knows you've got to defend each side of the ruck. Otherwise that can happen.
Very costly error. Of course, a trip to DC on the line. 2 tries for that man in picture. Kenny Jinkins, the all-decade team in football at his college. Major Rugby with Nola Gold as well. Walsh with a good kick. Pinkelman waits for it. He takes it, does. Pinkelman sets up on a run as a US Eagle. Pinkelman has got Hager with him. Finds a net. Stunning play. It's the home side, the Pittsburgh Steeltoes, that are right back in this game. They get their first try to close up the first half.
Exactly what the Steeltoes needed going into half-time. There's no feeling quite like scoring just before the hooter. And of course it was Ben Pinkelman to do the try assist. Hager with the nous to run off his shoulder to collect the offload. And he scores it under the sticks to ensure an extra 2 points. What a man, what an athlete. As we see here, Pinkelman says, I'll have that, thank you very much. Pins his ears back, takes on the last defender, and then links up with his speedster. Exactly what they needed.
Hager on the end of that to put 7 on the board for his side. It's the halftime break in the men's final in Pittsburgh, and it's the Southern Headliners that lead 19-7 against the Steeltoes. Make sure you get your official gear at PR7s at shop.pr7s.com. All the merch you want to look good. The fans have got their kit as well. I've got to go back to the store, but I think I sold that one too, so make sure you go online. Shop till you drop, as they say.
Absolutely. It's interesting too how the players choose to gain their focus. Headliners and Steeltoes both using the breath. Whether you do breath work or not, you need to get the team all on the same page and all on the same page quickly. There's only 2 minutes, and trust me, they fly by at a half-time for a game of sevens. So you've only got about 10 seconds to regain focus as a team, come together and then turn your ears off.
Speaking of that first half, Kenny Jinkins, he was outstanding. Wheels on that player.
Oh, absolutely. I think the most important part of his first half performance was that he started out like that. He didn't wait to get into the game. He started off with an absolute blinder, sprinting down the side, and it just gave the Headliners that confidence that they needed. As we see here, game awareness as well. It's no accident when you're in the right place at the right time in this game. And then here, identifying, no puller. 1, 2, 3. Jinkins, how good.
He's on the side watching on. Some super subs from their coaches, Tim Stanfield and DTH Vanamava. 2 brilliant players from years gone by. Stanfield, Doctor of Chiropractic, almost fluent in English. And DTH Vanamava, the 15s and 7s legend from Canada. Jinkins will look on. 7 minutes to go to see who goes to DC and plays in the nation's capital for the championship. Who will join the Texas team in the men's competition from the East. The West, we know, Rocky Mountain experts and runners, ex-loggerheads will be there. Well, Chevalier is ready, the US Eagle. So is Tomas Aoake for the Southern Headliners. They lead 19 points to 7 against the Pittsburgh Steeltoes. Down Stanford alongside Ruby Tui, gold medal Olympian, Rugby World Cup 7s and 15s winner, and now PR7s player for the Golden State Retrievers, my partner named Bryant.
Pretty cool, pretty spectacular opportunity. And as an international player, both of us, you're always looking for ways to grow the game, to expand your career, and to just have some fun with some good people. The PR7s just gives everything. It's been a blast. Just like the blast this crowd's having, shaking our commentary box. Their dance moves are so violent.
Let's get the party started. 7 minutes to go until someone pops the champagne. Got to go 10 meters and does. Big kick. Pinkelman tries to get this, diving on his Walsh for the Headliners.
I have a knock on in the air by Black. No advantage.
We can hear from the third member of our broadcast
on the 5,
crew,
please, over here, gentlemen.
Bree Kim is pitch side.
Here's your mark.
Got quick messages at halftime from both the coaches. When I talked with Tim Stanfield, the head coach of the Headliners, he said they needed to keep up the inside support and make sure they stayed in their shape. The inside support really being critical here. And then for the Steeltoes, they need to stick to their structures a little bit better. They're going off kilter a little bit too much and bring up the tempo.
Yeah, great words there as well. DTH Vanamava still part-time model. He works with Stanfield and the coaching of the Southern Headliners. Depperschmidt has it on the outside. The winger loses it though. Big tackle on that far side.
No, on ball.
And it was the local man, Misha Shoren, that got it. All the applause.
Huge defensive play.
Gentlemen, I have a knock on
Rugby,
first.
you got it. If you're good at attack, you got to be just as good as the defense.
I need you.
Shoren showed us in that first game. He's got the goods on attack, but jeez, felt that up here.
What a great story as well. You said the player from Kazakhstan, the national side. He came to the US to play some rugby with the Pittsburgh Forge club out here. Ended his way into the Steeltoes side in PR7s, giving so many players a chance to make a big name for themselves. Steeltoes need to come back in this game. They go on the outside. It's 1-on-1, then Shawn. Good tackle. Johnstone is there. Hager slips. He's got LeFevre with him, the hot feet of John LeFevre. Turns it into his captain. Pinkelman to the forwards. They go yet again. Johnstone. Aoake pushes him towards the touchline. The whistle hasn't gone yet. Massive kick from Chevalier. Thought he was at the Soccer World Cup, perhaps.
Everybody was calling for an out, but only the touchies got the flag. And somehow he's managed to keep this ball in. Johnson, I think it was. And Shawn reacts the quickest.
I have subs.
Not much left for Chevalier to do, but boot that out of here.
So far with over the shoulder has been
Get his troops back together.
Here. Beautiful.
Massive performance from this man.
I wanted to clarify.
He went down early, but he refused to go off because he knows how important this game is.
Okay. Wait, please.
He's really quick on
You guys
attack.
are going to have a step off the line. Do not come in. Okay, step down.
Pinkelman waits, substitute on his Don Bailey with the new hairstyle. The home renovation company he started from Michigan is looking good. As Hager has a run. Kitiona slings him to the deck. LeFevre is there to clean up. 19-7 that shot. Remember, the winner goes through to DC. Can Pinkelman spark some more magic? Ben Pinkelman, good offload. Brings up Nicholas Smith, who's just cut down the boot. Warmer comes in for a line. Colorado native player. Finds LeFevre. Ball over to Hager. Breaks a couple of ankles. And then a breaking heart. Campbell Johnstone slices in. The defense got cancelled like my flight yesterday. And the Steeltoes are in.
There were so many offloads. It was like when they cancelled your flights with all the baggage. That was so hard to keep up with. Too hard, in fact, for the headliners. That's just determination and teamwork from this home side. And it set the crowd alight. Headliners giving all they could at this defense. Everybody trying their best to take their man, dragging them down. Centimetre by centimetre. Hager, we thought he might have lost it. But in the end, it was the Pittsburgh Steeltoes and Campbell Johnson who had the position and the last say in that phase. Wow-wee.
Wow-wee indeed. They love the cookies. Making it real spicy right now in this game. It's 19-14. The winner will advance to the championship in the nation's capital. The first weekend in August. 5 points in it now. With over 3 minutes to go, Pittsburgh fans have come out of their numbers as Pinkelman goes on. Pinkelman has it yet again. Big Ben finds the way to Smith. It's the momentum that stays with the home side. John LeFevre on the right. Hager puts a kick in. Hager chases. Hager has this. Hager's as tough as hell. Can they the time? That last into his pockets.
This game is far from over for Hager. Just kicked the game plan to the curb and said, out the way, I'll do it myself. And the Steeltoes fans are on their feet for that one. There's not many sweepers in this competition, so the kick is always on. And Hager just helps himself to a 7-point. Spectacular. As we look here, it was Pinkelman, of course, who got the restart. Hager, eyes up, headliners can't keep up with that. Silky smooth skill, and over he goes.
Rhinos Rugby is an official pathway for all PR7s franchises. Visit rhinosrugby.com to start your journey. And what a journey we've had in this game. It's 21 points to 19. A come from behind lead for the Pittsburgh Steeltoes on home soil. They knock it back. It's picked up though from By. He finds Jinkins. Under 2 to go. Winner advances to DC. Ball's on the ground. It is playable. So the headliners were Chevalier under all sorts of pressure, cuts back in as the US Eagle. Finds a big frame of Tommy Clark. He slips low onto the ground. Pinkelman goes down and grabs it. Wormer comes in. Play on. Pinkelman. Oh, he is so dangerous as Ben Pinkelman as though Wormer is in there and they get the penalty. The crowd are loving this.
Steeltoes just making an absolute mess of all those rucks. Headliners struggling to get clean ball, to launch any kind of attack, and that man's at the heart of the ruckus. Just not letting the headliners get any easy pill. As we see here, the headliners must get back on side to rejoin that ruck. But of course, it's such carnage in there. Thank you to Pinkelman and the light, Smith. It's very difficult to see what's going on for them.
19-0, the headliners led, and then 21 consecutive points from the Steeltoes has them in the lead. Their crowd ready to urge them through with a minute to go.
Okay, before.
Free kick for Ben Pinkelman's side.
And smoothly does it. Pinkelman knows that he's got to wind this clock down and win this game.
On this side, I need you to engage.
So a free kick, he can tap and go, but he knows he's going to use his full 15, 30 seconds up.
I'm coming to this side. I have an AR on that side.
Reset another scrum.
Credible feed, please.
I think all teams in the competition have struggled to keep their scrums right. Listen to the instruction from the refs.
Use it!
Pinkelman, he's a master at this. Securing possession for his team. LeFevre thought about the short side, almost lost possession. Hager, who's been a stand-up performer. Hager, the Canadian, drifts across field. Behind the back ball finds Johnstone. Jinkins rides up with a tackle. 7 seconds to go.
They take their time here to win it, Dylan.
Don't delay. Do not delay. No. No.
Quick tap.
Do not delay this. We're playing through. We're not playing through.
It's happening, going backwards behind the mark. That's okay. Hager to put this out.
Yes.
It's a day of high drama as the ball floats over the touchline. It's full time. The Pittsburgh Steeltoes champagne rugby all day long. 21 points to 19. They came back from trailing 19-0 and have won it, not going to DC.
Dramatic finish, of course it was. That last 60 seconds was clinical. It was experience. And it was champagne for the home crowd who loved every single point that the Pittsburgh Steeltoes scored. Headliners for all money thought they were in for the win. But as amazing as sport can be, it's cruel as well. And the home crowd will have some kind of celebration tonight with friends and family.